and does the women talk?
Not only do baboons take joy in life, they attack it with enthusiasm. They are among the most social of all the primates. They eat, sleep, and travel as a group, and our two baboons live in much the same way. This is Cyrus. He's a 3.5-year-old Hamadryas baboon. In the wild, they come from Ethiopia, Somalia, and Sudan. Cyrus came from San Antonio, Texas. And then we have Azuma. Azuma's called the mandrill. When fully grown, mandrills are the biggest of the monkeys. Right now, Azuma's 4 years old. He won't reach his full size until he's somewhere between 8 and 12 years old. Now, even though baboons can be very affectionate, they're also capable of explosive aggression, especially the males. And that's why they're wearing halters on their faces, very similar to that worn by the camels and llamas here at the park. They're not very restrictive. They can still open their mouth and they can still eat trees. Cyrus knows his turn to do behaviors in a few minutes, and he's dying to do them. If you look closely at Azuma's face, you'll notice that there's blue. As he grows older, red will start to appear on the center of his face, and he'll have the same markings on his hind end. Why are mandrills colored this way? Well, one theory has it that the males are brightly colored, so the females and young in his family group can't visually keep track of them through the dense forest. Well, we have two different types of baboons. They come from vastly different parts of Africa. One thing in common to both of our baboons, though, is they truly enjoy. Once again, that's Azuma.
So it was a very good job by Azuma, too. And as you can see, he's really full of energy, and it takes quite a bit of it for him to get back to his seat. But baboons require very little motivation to perform in shows. They seem to overflow with energy, and as you might have noticed, the most difficult thing for any baboon to learn is to sit still.
You know, balancing is something that a young baboon learns and develops during play. And as you'll see next, Cyrus has it down to a science.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. That certainly was a great job by little Cyrus, and as you can see, his balancing's getting better and better each and every day. Cyrus.
And they're able to watch maternal behaviors going on around them on a daily basis. So this is how they learn to take care of their own young by watching other moms in the group. So sometimes in a captive environment, especially with those first mothers, sometimes they will reject those first babies. And this would happen to poor old Patty right here. So she had to be hand-raised by a group of surrogate parents for almost 2 years. And I was lucky enough to be one of Patty's surrogate mothers way back then. But it was a lot of work. It included taking Patty home every single night, diaper changes and night feedings all night long with a bottle of Similac in this case. Having her with
Her around the edge here so you guys can get a little bit of a closer look at her. Ruby is a 1-year-old female Sumatran orangutan, and she was born on Thanksgiving Day at the Cincinnati Zoo. When she was born, her mom was ill, wasn't able to take care of her, so she has had to be hand-raised from day one. This is kind of a new experience for her out here, but she's real good in new situations. It's actually real good for her to be out here in front of the people, along with the lights and the sounds. In a couple of years, when she is old enough to perform here, she will already be comfortable and at ease in front of the crowd. Now, orangutans come from the tropical rainforest islands of Borneo and Sumatra in Southeast Asia. They spend almost all of their time in the trees, and they do live primarily off of fruit. Males will get a good bit larger than the females. They can get up to as much as 400 pounds, at about 4.5 feet tall. And they're very well known for their intelligence and their incredible...
Has Sandy came up one yet?
Sandy's in it.
Let's go to eater tag. The eater tag, Mom. No. No. They want the apples in here. No, get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Shoot. Get
only one ivory tusk? That is the question I'm asked most often about this elephant. Why she only has one? Well, that's all she grew. That's all she got from Mother Nature. That does happen sometimes with elephants. But I'd like to use this point in the show to remind people these animals are on the endangered species list due to the ivory, due to the tusks and man's hunting and killing the elephants for the ivory. So we always make a plea to you out there, if you ever do happen to see any ivory products for sale, please don't purchase them. And that's probably the best way we can help out elephants like Kika. Steady. Steady. Ready yet? Now. Let's show off that ivory a little bit and say thank you to you all. One more time. All right, good girl. Come on, you.
Only weigh a few hundred pounds. Doesn't take very much effort for her. Actually, we're not really trying to give her so much of a physical exercise, but more so a mental exercise. We taught her all the techniques that she needs to know in terms of moving these logs around or to stack them upon each other. We give her a little scenario to work through, and it's up to her to put those techniques to use. Todd to the left. Push it. Push it. There you go. Good girl. We want to make sure those logs are nice and tight up there so they don't come rolling down on top of her toenails there. Being a form of exercise is something that you want to encourage, and those logs going down and beating her on top of the feet is no form of encouragement. So, Taja, sit down. Excuse her better side there, but we're going to show you how she can use this nose of hers to go ahead and give these logs a big push across the ground. Taja, push it. There you go. Kind of see how flexible that nose of hers is. The elephant's trunk has no bones in it. It's actually made up of over 40,000 different muscles and tendons. When properly exercised, they have been known to move weights up to, well, pick up weights, excuse me, up to about 2,000 pounds. Head down, Taj. And then on the other hand, with that little finger on the end, they've been known to pick up objects as small as a dime or even a simple blade of grass. Very important tool for her. For every one log we put on here, it takes a little bit more effort on her part in terms of stretching those legs and such to try and get these logs up here. Usually when it comes to building log piles in Southeast Asia, they'll use the males because they have that big ivory which they can just scoop these logs up and set them on top. Very good. Alright. But Taj not having that ivory, she doesn't have that option. So she's kind of showing off some of her creativity that she's come up with to show you how she can do that same work those male elephants can, even though she doesn't have that ivory. Taj pull. Here she'll just show off kind of the pulling technique that she's developed for these logs. If she ever has to separate one or such, whatever the situation is, punch back. We just ask her here to pull it out far enough away from the curb so we can go ahead and get her over to the other side of it. All right. Move up. Move up. And Taj will go ahead and show you her most comfortable way for moving these logs across the ground. And that's by using her feet. She is one of our veteran soccer players here at the park. So this one behavior that she's going to show you is not really the one that we taught her to let her know that she can play soccer. Move up, Taj. I don't think we're going to clear this pose. No. Taj, come in. Slide it, Taj. Good girl. Slide it. Good girl, slide it. Come on. Little effort. There you go. All right. Get over. As you can see, Taj is really quick here. Showing off this lightning speed that the elephants possess. Move up, Taj. This one behavior that she's showing you is the one that we taught her to let her know that she can use her foot to help her nose in putting these logs on the pile. You can teach the animals how to use their nose for pushing as one behavior, or how to use their feet for kicking as another. Head down, Taj. But when it comes to using them both together, like you see right here, in tandem, this is something the elephant has to be willing to do on their own to make their work easier for them. All we can do is encourage it and just show that they have the ability to do it, but it has to be up to her to want to do it. Stack it, Taj. And I can even come back here to the back of her, just to let you know that I'm not showing her what she's doing. She's done this stuff, or she can do this hopefully. Come on, Taj, push, push. so, we just need everybody right here in this fence line. Please take a couple steps backwards. Step back, guys, right there, please. Head down, Taj. Carry it. Remember what happened when we asked you to carry that rope in the beginning of the show? We just asked you to carry this log. This log right here is a little too small for her to kick with her feet or for her to push with her nose. It's not that she can't do it, but it gets to be kind of a tedious task in asking her to do so. Not having that ivory, she can't pick it up like a forklift. So she's going to show off the second best way that she can find for moving the small lumber around, and that's her jaw pressure. She could probably even snap it in half if she really wanted to. But again, she's just trying to show you how it is that she can use it to her advantage. All right. To make her work easier for her. All right. All right. You got it. All right. Let's go. Up. All right. And there you have Taj. All right. Come on. And we're doing a good job, just like your big friend peeked up top there. And we all know that she did a good job, so we don't have to ask about that. She herself does get a whole loaf of that San Francisco Fisherman's Wharf style French fry. All right. Now, while she's saving on that loaf of bread there, we'd like to thank you for stopping by to watch our Doer Log show. We want to remind you that you will have a chance to pet and feed her if you would like to. But right now,
Look around, look around, see anybody else. They might want like shorter people on this side. Shorter people. Shorter people. You look shorter than your neighbors. Step over. Now, if you are helping your child fall, stand on the same side as your child, though. That's the only exception. That way you can pick them up if they stay side of business, right? Okay, pick up the rope. You don't pull on it yet. Wipe off all that sand and get a good grip. Yeah, you don't want to straddle the rope or you're going to go for a surprise ride. You probably didn't plan on. Okay. Object of the game, this red bandana has to go past your orange cone before you win the game, okay? Alright, that's easy enough. You guys can do that. You guys can take Taj home. Now, if Taj pulls this bandana past her cone, she wins the game. You guys, we can pass out shovels and boots for you. You guys can help us clean out the elephant yard, okay? Where's Taylor?
Okay. Cheering section, did we hear you? Oh, you guys are in trouble. Is Taj ready? Taj ready. You guys ready? Yeah! Come on now. Are you guys ready for Taj? Yeah! Okay, on a count of 3. Here we go. Be strong. 1, 2, 3, pull! Wait. Stand up. We want to hear some crowd intervention here, so on the count of 3, we're going to have the crowd say pull. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! There you go. One more step and you guys got it in the bag. One more. What's happening here? Come on, guys. Stand up and pull. Pull yourselves and back. You guys are down enough to that 3/4 of the way to you. Come on, pull back. Pull back. You got 2 steps to go. 2 steps. 2 steps backwards. 2 steps backwards. Okay, everybody, skinny for 2, do me a favor and move to the side and let team number 1 out. Give team number 1 some room.
Have any questions though about the babies, feel free to ask. The other cub is over on the hill over there, the little white cub over there playing.
What the little white cub did in there?
There's no specific time over that little cat. These guys are pretty rambunctious. They bite the scratch a lot. They stick them up, so we have to listen to them. Calm down a little bit. Logically, they're loud, they don't like it. Yeah.
Positive reinforcement, that's food reward, the petting, the rubbing, and the verbal praise. Good boy, big guy. And when it comes to Atlas, besides eating, this is his next favorite behavior. Big guy, huh? Big 5. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy, Atlas. Lions are considered the only social big cat. They live in a very complex family unit called a pride. And being social, they form very strong bonds that last through their whole life with other lions. And they also form very strong bonds with the people that work with them. And I've been involved with situations and seen situations with both lions and tigers where they've actually protected their trainer. I'm a big guy. And some have even saved their trainers' lives when the trainers were attacked by other cats. I'm a big guy, good boy. And the actual social structure of the lion, the females are the heart of the pride. Females in a pride of lions are all related females, and the females stay in the pride territory their whole lives. The male lions are just temporary residents. The young males born in a pride get driven out, I know, before they are 3 years of age, before they come into sexual maturity. The young males become nomadic. They hunt and take care of themselves, and they're excellent hunters. Right, big guy. To get back into a pride, when they're in their nomadic life, they team up with their brothers, and that bond lasts their whole life. We're half brothers. Come here, big guy. To get into a pride, they've got to fight their way in, either driving out or killing the dominant males. And it takes 2 or 3 lions, males, to take over a pride. And the average length of stay a group of males control a pride is only 2 years before they're either killed or driven out by stronger males. And Atlas is kind enough to let me get a free ride here once in a while. I'm a big guy. Good boy, and that's Atlas. They're very powerful animals, very strong. Good boy, come here. Lions in the wild are on the threatened species list, the African lion. There are about 50,000 left in Africa. Atlas, come here. And only about 5,000 prime breeding males at Atlas's age. Unfortunately, putting them back in the wild doesn't work. They starve to death or they die. Good boy, big guy, Lee. Many of the countries in Africa still allow trophy hunting. And when it comes to trophy hunting, the male lion is the main target for that beautiful head. And killing a pride male throws a pride into turmoil for several years sometimes and creates quite a bit of cub mortality. The behaviors we train come out of natural movements that cats normally do. This behavior Atlas will be doing comes from play and also from combat. Okay, big guy, good boy. And that is Atlas's hind leg walk. The hind leg walking comes from play, and cats are very smart, they're very agile, and they do more behaviors in play than we'll ever be able to get cats to do. And when it comes to fighting, they balance on their back legs, and they will use those big, powerful front paws to box and fight an opponent, right, Atlas? Good boy, big guy. What we're going to be doing is sending Atlas out. We're going to set up a few props, and we'll be bringing in our 12 other cats, 11 tigers, and another male lion to finish our show, right, big guy? Good boy, Atlas. And with the breeding with the cats, since they breed just about like house cats, they're very prolific. The breeding's all done selectively to keep the gene pool strong for future generations. Hi, Kimmy. Our tigers are Bengal tigers. And Kimmy here, she's the star of our show. And spoiled rotten. Her and her 4 brothers were also raised at home. And I can't do a thing with her. Go on, sport. You stay. The tigers on the endangered species list in the wild, there are only about 5,000 tigers in the wild. The largest population of the 5 subspecies are the Bengal tiger, found in India and Bangladesh. On YouTube, there are a little over 2,000 still in the wild. Go on, sport. Mark on, go on. And Kimmy likes to play. Yeah, you sport. Go on. Yeah, I know. Just having you spoil them. One big girl. The African lion in the wild are on the threatened species list. She knows how to relax. Mark Hunley. Why the tiger is basically going extinct because of their own beauty and also their legends of their strength. Since 1988, many of the 5 subspecies population has been cut in half due to poaching for their body and their body parts. Come on, big guys. The Asiatic lion, still found in India. There's a small population of about 200. They look like the African lion, but the Asiatic lion's on the endangered species list. And again, with big cats breeding so well in captivity, man has been trying to rehabilitate captive-born cats back into the wild for many years, well over 40 years, lions and tigers. In a 20-year program in Kenya, Africa, they tried to release and did over 400 lions back into the wild. All of those cats they re-released starved to death or were killed by other wild animals. Some of those cats, to get easy prey, became man-eaters to survive, and those cats were shot and killed. The big cats need to learn how to survive in the wild by being born and raised by wild parents, not humans. The behaviors in the show are all trained behaviors. Come on, big guy. They're taken from movements that they do normally, like playing, hunting, or fighting, except for Kimmy. Most of her behaviors are from sleeping. And you'll also see some of the respect and the rapport that can be acquired when working with the big cats, right, India?
The Tigers are making their way up onto and in front of that center platform. As they entered the arena, you may have noticed they took their positions on a pedestal. That pedestal is considered home base and is the beginning and ending point of every behavior. Each Tiger has been assigned their own pedestal, and both Ron and the cats know which seat belongs to whom. You will also notice that after each behavior, the cats will return to those seats before being asked to perform again. Now, with our Tigers in place, all 8 will sit up. And this is their very special way of welcoming all of you to Jungle Theater. Thank you very much, everyone. As our Tigers make their way down from the pyramid pedestal and back to their individual seats, keep in mind you're seeing extensions of their natural behaviors. In the wild, the tiger is primarily a solitary animal. Due to man's encroachment on their natural territories, tigers have had to not only accept smaller territories, but also to work together even in catching prey. Some tigers do get along, and Ron can work his compatible individuals side by side. Ron is now removing the top section of the pyramid pedestal, creating 2 jumping platforms. These platforms are 10 feet apart. Of course, tigers can jump much further, but this still offers an excellent way of demonstrating some of their jumping abilities. Two of Ron's female tigers are taking their positions on the platforms below, and our youngster Damien will jump up and over our 11-year-olds Carrie and Vallejo.
Damien's one of our youngsters. We just added him to the show not too long ago. He and his brother Indy, he sits next to over there, are 3-year-old tigers. And they're doing very well for the short period of time they're performing. And at 3 years old, they're already 320 pounds, right?
This time Solano is jumping, but Ron has asked her sisters to sit up. Beautifully done by Damien, Solano, Carrie, and Vallejo.
When I train with the cats, I use operant conditioning, that is shaping and molding the behaviors with food reward. Many of the cats out here we can feed by hand because they take the meat very easily from you, or lick it out of your hand. Are you comfortable, Star? Yeah, you look relaxed. Those cats I don't feed by hand, I use a food stick to feed and classify them as chompers.
Coming up next, one of the most spectacular of the aerial behaviors, the jumps through the ring of fire.
We train the fire jump because it makes for an excellent photo of the cats going through it. In the training, the cats really don't even pay attention to the fire. What they notice is the noise. And in the wild, cats have to deal with man-made and natural fires, and they've been observed in studies, learning basically to back across and get behind the flames and out of trouble. Yeah, Star Jumper, can you sit up? Huh? That's what I thought. Come on, sport. Thank you. Those are our two young brothers, Indy and Damien, and now our superstar jumper, Kimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a spectacular performance by, well, 4 out of 5 of our Bengal Tigers.
You think you're cute, don't you, Squirt?
Oh, there goes Marcon.
Well, Kimmy definitely is cute. So's her big brother. You're not supposed to jump, big guy. Come on. Kimmy at home where she was raised with her 4 brothers, she was the couch potato. Now she's our show potato, huh, Squirt? We're going to reward our 2 youngsters for doing a good job before we move into more behaviors. Good boys. Yeah.
And you know what? I think Marcon really wants to give us one of his unscheduled bonus jumps here.
Marcon's a veteran. He's 12 years old. He's been performing for a lot of years. We're actually getting him ready for retirement. We're getting the younger male Tigers do most of his behaviors. But he likes performing so much he does it without even being asked.
Well, after that great looking jump, I think Marcon's taking a bow.
To come up for photo opportunities.
Now, Ron, you are working with a large group of Tigers, so how do you tell them all apart?
And telling the cats apart, just being familiar with them. If all of you had the opportunity to work with these cats for a month, you tell them apart very easily, right, Kimmy? Their faces and their bodies are all shaped different, just like us humans. Even that golden orange color is a little bit different in color between each tiger. And their stripe patterns are like our fingerprints. There are never 2 stripe patterns that are ever the same.
You've just heard how the Tigers differ in appearance, and now you can see for yourself as they take their positions side by side in the laydown. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for Ron and all 11 Bengal Tigers? Now to show you a synchronized behavior, we'll be featuring our 3 11-year-olds. That was a fine example of teamwork by Carey, Vallejo, and Solano.
attention, front and center, please welcome our Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jennifer Wingard, and joining me here on stage are dolphin trainer Jim Mullen. Well, it does appear that we have 4 bright, shining faces all in their places, so we're going to start things off with some introductions. They have received their hand cue, and they're on the way to the right to extend themselves in a watery soaraway. These are 4 of our veteran performers. They are Stormy, Sadie, Schooner, and Bayou. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for all of our Atlantic bottlenose dolphins? Down the line, each will be being asked to extend their pectoral flipper. Now, these are what became of the front legs of the dolphins' land-dwelling ancestors of some 60 million years ago. Well, obviously, these 4 are much better suited for this watery environment. Those pectoral flippers are used for steering, and for propulsion, they use their tail flips, which you notice go up and down, whereas the fish's tail would move from side to side. And that was a natural form of communication called longtailing. And it is the dolphin's powerful tail fluke that enables them to swim at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, but it's also what enables them to get as much as 80% of their bodies up and out of the water. And that's called a tail walk. And that's the way you see it performed in the wild. But here, through a positive reward training system called operant conditioning, these 4 easily learned how to do the front tail walk. And that's Schooner, Stormy, Bayou, and Sadie. In addition to the several spectacular show behaviors you see our dolphins perform, they have also learned several of what we call medical or husbandry behaviors. These enable trainers and veterinary staff to monitor our dolphins' health and treat them when necessary. For example, this simple slide-out behavior gives trainers a better overall visual inspection of our dolphins. Now, all these tests and procedures have ensured that Marine World's dolphins enjoy better health and a greater survivorship of offspring than their counterparts in the wild. All right, the checkup has gone very well, and these 4 have been very patient patients. But you, Dr. Mullen, still need to hear the 4 of them say, "Ah." Sounds pretty healthy, folks. What do you think? And now on to dolphin training. It all begins with one of these, a target, which is just a bead on the end of a stick. The animals are rewarded for following the target, giving trainers a way to guide them through behavior. If you begin by moving the target in a circular motion, eventually you get the dolphin dance. Way to cut a rug, eh, folks? Jim, everybody knows that disco is dead and that Latin's what's happening. Oh, yes, it's really dead, Jim. Can these 4 even do the conga? How about a hand for the 4 amigos? Recent studies by educators has proven what Marine World has known for the past 25 years. And that is that an up-close and interactive experience, well, it will always be the more memorable. Well, memories are about to be made at your side of the pool, where a lucky volunteer is getting the opportunity to meet Bayou. And that's the chance of a lifetime. How about a hand for Bayou and his newfound friends? Keep in mind that our guests see only part of all the work we do here at Marine World. Throughout the years and behind the scenes, Marine World has become instrumental in the rescue, rehabilitation, and when possible, release of several marine mammals, birds of prey, and other indigenous wildlife. And every year, over 200,000 people participate in our education programs and walk away with a face-to-face experience made possible here at Marine World. Well, it does appear that we now have a hurdle stretched across our pool, and with everything in readiness, the Handview sends all four on their way. Keep your eyes on those wide hurdle beams, because here comes Stormy, Sadie, Schooner, and Bayou. What was that, Jim? You think that the Dolphins can jump higher? Well, folks, how would you like to see the four of them go even higher? Okay, Kim, what? Oh, we should ask the Dolphins first. They are the ones jumping. Hey, guys, do you think you can jump higher for us? No. Jim, you told me that they... Oh, they were just kidding. Kim, go ahead and raise that hurdle to a distance of about 8 feet above the surface of the water. Now, with everything in readiness, the Handview sends them on their way. These four can do this with room to spare. That is 30 feet down and 8 feet over. Atlantic bottlenose dolphins live in close to shore in fairly shallow waters. So when they have the opportunity to kick into a run pattern that allows them to dive to the 30-foot depth of this pool, well, they can really fly. And they'll all prove it to you by showing you some of their favorite aerial behaviors. Up first is our largest male, Schooner. His behavior is going to be taking place just to the right of center, and it's what we call an air spin. Let's hear it for Schooner. Up next are Sadie and Bayou. These next two behaviors will be taking place just to the left and right-hand sides of our pool. They have taken their cue and are out to perform a 540-degree front flip. Well, we here at Marine World have discovered that dolphins, just like people, have their own individual personalities with their own likes and dislikes. Well, Stormy here, she just loves to jump. In fact, she's probably one of the highest jumping dolphins you're ever going to see. Her target is that buoy on the right. It is now 20 feet above the surface of the water. She has taken her cue, and here comes Stormy. She got it! Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for Schooner, Stormy, Bayou, Sadie, and their trainer, Jim, as they all give you a great big wave goodbye. Our dolphins are now being asked to make their exits so we can make room for our next pair of performers. Now, those of us fortunate enough to live here in the Bay Area have long regarded Marine World as a very special place. In fact, one U.S. congressman called our park a national treasure. Well, this jewel of the Bay Area has become famous for its many stars. Among them, Baghdad the tiger, who in 1979 gave birth to a world record litter of 8 cubs. And then there's Tina the elephant, whose previous handler said she couldn't find a new home. For it was said that Tina couldn't get along with other elephants and definitely would not accept new trainers. Well, Tina made a trip all the way from a zoo in New York over to her elephant encounter, where she's now enjoying the company of all her newfound 2- and 4-legged friends. Well, through the years, our most famous, certainly our most popular performers have been our 2 killer whales. Well, the older is the larger whale, and a large part of our history having grown right along with us since the beginning. The younger, well, she's no longer so young, and definitely no longer so little. You see, both of our killer whales have grown up, and they're about to make their entrance. The older is now 22 feet long and 10,000 pounds. The younger is 17 feet long and 6,000 pounds. That is a combined weight of 16,000 pounds of sheer grace and power. It seems there was a bit of a miscommunication between our killer whales and our trainers. So what we're going to do now is get the attention of our older and larger killer whale, Yaka, and ask her to return to the back pool. Then we will start this behavior over from the beginning. Both of our killer whales came to us from different areas of the world. Our younger killer whale, Vigga, came to us from Iceland in 1981 at a mere 1,600 pounds. Her name, Vigga, is an Icelandic term of endearment, meaning honey or sweetheart. Our larger killer whale, Yaka, she came to us off the coast of British Columbia in 1969 at a mere 1,800 pounds. Well, as you can see, Yaka has grown a great deal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what our trainers are now doing in the back is they're asking our killer whales to station. This is a very simple behavior, but very important to the training process. That is asking our killer whales to station at the side of a pool with their eyes well above the surface of the water to make sure they have the attention of both of our killer whales. Then while back there, they might be giving them a few hand cues for a few subtle behaviors, like asking them to wave one of their pectoral flippers or nod their head. Well, it appears that the cue has been taken, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes 16,000 pounds of killer whale. Well, now that we have your attention, how about a hand for the true magnificence of the mighty killer whale? Suggest you get your eyes and cameras focused to the right and left-hand sides of our stage, because our killer whales are being sent to strike up a spectacular introductory pose. Coming up on the right will be the big gal Yaka, and one moment up on the left, well, here comes little Vigga. And how about a nice hand for their trainers, Mike McGon, Kim Carew. Scientists have a couple of theories about the killer whale's coloration. One is that it serves as camouflage. The other is that it serves to confuse prey. Imagine a hungry pod of killer whales feeding on a school of fish. In all the frenzy of feeding and the contrasting black and white patterns of the killer whale, the fish can't tell which way leads them to safety or to a hungry killer whale's mouth. See for yourself the dramatic coloration of the killer whale. With what we call synchronized swimming. Now, in the marine world tradition of coming closer, we'll be coming over to your side of the pool. Killer whales can get there through a natural behavior called spy hopping. This enables them to get their eyes well above the surface of the water. I assure you, they can see you all quite well, so if one passes by, feel free to give her a wave. As for me, I'm walking around. Both above and below the surface of the water. They also have a much better sense of hearing than your eyes, so why don't you give them a hand to let them hear from you? thank all of you for your visit today. We hope you walk away with a greater understanding.
Yeah, just watch. These guys can do. In fact, they're known for their excellent work on the water. Not only as master high-plater technicians, no. These men are known for the way they ski. With a twist. This is what I'm talking about. The man in the middle has a tow rope wrapped around his waist. He'll head for the launch zone. The other two must be tight. Time their cut. For the heli crisscross. Well, Captain, what do you think of that? The other two as they land. Yes. The launch has not wide enough. And there's just too many skis. Nice job, all of you. Ryan, good to see you out there. Nice job out there. Mark, you too. Can we borrow those for a minute, please? Now here we have 5 individuals working together as a team. Teamwork in action once again, everyone. And the fact is, they're each on a 100-acre. Oh, here it is. Here's Captain Carter. Yeah. Now, if you ever see some skiing, everyone, just look to the right. Thank you very much, everyone. Remember, they can hear you out there, and believe me, they do appreciate hearing from you. Thank you once again. Let me tell you a little more of the ski. Oh, now here it comes again. My goodness! It's like he hurt his clavicle or something. Well done, all of you. Cindy! Cindy, do me a favor, set the anticipator rate. Let go. Yes, come on, let go of the rope! Safe! Oh, come on, a little round of applause for him. Go ahead. All make it. And bail out. Everyone a hand for our barefooter. Captain, now what?
Phone is no longer in the office.
Aha. Left the building. Great. Get a fix on him quickly, bud. Because we're going to move on right now and feature 3 of our best. Starting left-hand side with our star couple. Spectacular. See how much fun we have here at Up Patrol? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Artemis! So tell me there, Artie, what'd you think of Baja? You liked it? Well, right now we'd like to pick a volunteer from this audience who'd like to have a picture taken with Artie. Hey, raise those hands up nice and high. John's gonna look for a bold, daring, adventuresome volunteer. All right, we've had our choice. She's coming down. Hi there. What's your name? Leon, where are you from? Wow, you came far. Did you get seasick?
No.
Shucks. Don't worry about a thing. Go ahead and pick a left hand right up there at Artie's side. Hey, why don't you smile for our camera? Good job. You get a picture from our hostess. And folks, how about a nice hand for our brave volunteer? Now you folks are in for a treat. You know, the ferry you're going to encounter some high seas. Artie's going to show you folks exactly what to expect. Let them have it! Come on, put it up there, buddy! Hey, they asked for it. Give it to them! I got to say, that was pretty good, huh? But, not very nice. Tell you what, Dana, let's just show Artie what happens to sea lions when he gets people wet. See that? He gets somebody wet. We give him an artichoke. Artie, joke! Yeah. Well, come on, folks, how about it one more time for Artemis? Hey, I just got a brand new boss here at the pier. Well, he works right up there in the ferry office. Rumor has it this guy doesn't like sea lions. That's a bummer. I like him. But I gotta keep him off the pier. Ow! What are you doing? That's my boss's office, mister. Hey, don't stick your tongue out at me. That's not very nice. Hey! Where are you going? Wait a minute. Hey, you're getting me. That's it. Get up here, mister. Oh, Hey, this is funny. You don't understand. If my boss sees you, I'm fired. All right, mister. Fine. You want to play games? I can play games. You sit down. Did you see a sea lion come out here? Any guys happen to see a sea lion? Very funny. Show me what's gonna happen to me when my boss finds sea lions out here. I'm gonna get a spanking. You gonna cut me some slack? Well, maybe Dana will cut you some bait. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Louie. Now that's it. I'm gonna scour this pier. I'll find every single sea lion and tell them to stay away till I can talk to my boss. Come on, Dana. We're looking for sea lions. You know, big brown things with large flippers. But there's one little problem. You can never tell one of those sea lions just might sneak up on you. Nothing over there. You know, seals and sea lions, they just love to hang out in the water. Let's come right over here and take a closer look. All right, let's put some thought into this. If I were a sea lion, where would I be? Okay, Dana, next thing we're gonna do. Got a funny feeling about this. Like there's a sea lion right behind us. Gotcha, Buckwheat. That's right, you're guilty. You know Buckwheat comes here to the pier every year with something new? That's right, look to the left, it's Buckwheat. We don't want you folks to feel left out, so here he comes, up and out. Just out for an afternoon spin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Buckwheat. What are you doing? Laverne, that's my brand new fishing boat. Look, I just bought that on the... Hey! Thanks a lot, John. Gunther. That's it, Laverne. Come on over here. Look, I want you to get in my boat, roll back to the dock where it belongs. It'll give you a real close-up tour of the bay. Yeah, that's going to give you folks a really good look at your typical California sea lion. You see, this is Gunther. Notice his external ear flaps and large front flippers. Those are characteristics of the California sea lion. Another thing we'd like you to notice is his beautiful sea lion face. Now, if you're paying real close attention, you just might notice his nostrils. His nostrils act just like natural nose plugs. They clamp together very tightly anytime the animal goes underwater. This way they can dive to great depths. They don't have to worry about taking water through their nose. And now it's your turn on the right. Look at this handsome face. Yeah, speaking of faces, look at this one. Hey, Gunther, Laverne's having a little trouble with the old wave action. Why don't you give her a hand? I asked you to give her a hand, not the runaround. There we go again. Excuse me, Dana. I got a problem here. Look at this. This is my brand new fishing boat. Laverne. Don't you dare get sick. I mean, that's a brand new boat. Just got that on loan from Bank of the West. I'd like to keep it clean. Thank you. John, why don't you pull her to shore? That's right. Thanks. I sure could use a hand with Laverne here. Oh, you know what? Tell you what, Laverne, give me your hand. I'll give you a hand right out of my boat. That's what I'll do. Thank you. Now listen, you guys have problems, don't you? Well, Gunther says that's a lovely outfit you have on. Sure he did. He's a sea lion. Yeah. All right, got a bit of a problem. You see, Gunther is still out here. My boss, come. Hey! What's going on?
There's two giant slugs chasing me.
Giants! Those aren't slugs. What do you think of all these fine folks that came to see you today? Look at that applause. They love you, folks. Over there to your right, Rachel on your left, they're both Pacific Harbor seals. As a rule, they tend to be a little bit more shy and timid than the California sea lion. But let's not stop them from going to your side, and once they're going to give you folks a great big wave hello. Pacific Harbor seals on the Pacific coast and Atlantic Harbor seals on the Atlantic coast collectively are known as common harbor seals. Over Will with a seal in the water, it's going to show you there's nothing common about these guys at all. Out in the middle of the bay, here he comes, up and out. Beautiful backflip. Hey, Rachel, got a special reward for Will. We're doing a good job. Oh, look at that. It's a kiss. I'm telling you, a kiss like that would give me the shivers. Shivers. Don't worry. Check out these hot harbor seal moves. You see the rock. Now it's time to watch them roll. And there they go. Come on, folks. Have it one more time for both our Pacific Harbor seals, Wilbur and Rachel.
time you learn something about sea lions. You see, most people think that's a coat of leather. Wrong, it's fine hair slicked down by the water. Come here. Don't you feel how nice and soft it is, right? You thought it was bad for you, did you? Come here. Look at poor Gunther. Oh, I'm telling you, it's kind of hurt. Hey, Peabody, what are you doing up there? Is my boss up in his office? Well, no playing around. Get down, mister. Wait a minute, Laverne's getting in the bay. Look out! Close one. Hey, Peabody, answer me a question. What do you think of Laverne's outfit, huh? Sea lions, they can hold their breath for minutes at a time. Hello? You had your fun. Are you leaving? Huh? Okay, stick around. But Gunther, that means you have to go. Look, I'm sorry, but I can only afford to have one sea lion out here at a time. Yeah, you folks get a chance to see the true athletic ability of the California sea lion. Gunther, swim! I'm not calling for the broken flip routine. You're a sea lion, Gunther. In the sea and start to... What's his problem? He doesn't feel like swimming today. I don't feel like swimming today either. I mean, I got all these sea lions out here. Look at this. Laverne's still in my boat. My boss sees this. I'm fired. Now, Gunther, how do you get over here? Swam. You got 2 seconds to get up here kissing Laverne again. That's what I thought. Hey, Laverne, did you see that? Don't throw things in the bay. That is called pollution. You know, you're real lucky Peabody's over here. Peabody, you see that? Go ahead and clean it up! That's right, sea lion's incredible when it comes to balancing objects, but Peabody has style. Looky here as a rollover, and he'll follow that up with a front flipper walk. Go, Peabody! Well, how's that for cleaning up the bay? Ladies and gentlemen, that's Peabody! And that's my brand new Fish-A-Moat. How many times do I have to tell you, you're not the play of my... That's my bait! No! What the... Laverne, you know very well it's illegal to feed the sea lions here at Pier 39. No wonder why Sultan doesn't want to leave. He's probably stuffed from all that fish. Oh, actually, he's thermoregulating. This is the way sea lions regulate their body temperature. They stick their flipper high in the air. Blood flows very close to the surface of that flipper. We either warm them up or cool them down depending on the outside temperature. Yes, Laverne? You want to learn what thermoregulating's all about? Yeah, you're in for it. Sultan, let her have it! I must say, you look like one way cool thermoregulated lady to me. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the oldest bit of bed here at the pier. This is Sultan! Thank you. We'd like to point out that Sultan has been hanging around here at Pier 39 for almost the last 27 years. Artie and Gunther, they've been hanging around as well for just about 25 years. We're pretty proud to have all these guys right here at Pier 39. Speaking of proud, I'm proud of the job I've been doing. I've got one sea lion out here. I'm telling you, my boss, no, Stanley, you're going to get me fired. That's it. I want you to show these people why we call you Stretch. Up on your flippers. Ready, set, and dive. A spectacular dive by Stanley, but he is not through. Hookish eyes and cameras in the middle of the bay. A spectacular photograph awaits. Not you, Dana. Stanley. Beautiful backflip. Hey, why don't you come up here and take a bow? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the amazing Stanley. What? Stanley, I'd like to inform you, John's talking rude about your backflip. Look at that. Look, John, I don't think he'd like what you said. Should not talk rude about Stanley. In fact, he's going to tell Dane over here just what's going on. He'd like to talk to you. Stanley, give it to him. That's right, buddy. Put it up there. More water. Yeah, there it is. I gotta ask, did you guys like that? Yeah, but those people would be jumping around a lot more if they knew where that water came from. Stanley feels awful about this, though. Hey, Stanley. Oh, looky here. He's beside himself with grief. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Stanley. Thank you. At this time, we'd like to continue a marine world tradition. like to let some of you meet some of our sea lions. Now, if you'd like to be greeted by either Stanley or Peabody, you have to do is raise your hand up nice and high. However, it's very important you stay in your...
Where's your melon? Gracie's gonna fall off.
Big towns in this crazy world. Like clockwork, the daily news finds its way to waiting doorsteps. Yeah, just like every other day in Twin Peaks, it was quiet and peaceful until...
Here's the plan. Okay.
This could be a pretty tough case to crack, so we better call in for some help. Let's use this phone right over here, and I'll dial for you. Okay, well, Kelsey, it sounds like you got through. I sure do.
I got here as quick as I could.
Oh, who are you?
Oh, my card.
Oh, wow, you're clueless.
That's Clueless. Inspector Clueless, FBI Federal Bird Investigator. Looks like there's been a crime here.
Oh, well, blame your parents.
No, here in Twin Peaks.
Oh, well, yes. Let me show you the crime scene.
Oh, after you do.
Okay. Well, I was sitting at my desk when the bank alarm went off, and it seems that there's been a mysterious black bag that was stolen from the bank. Inspector?
Yeah?
The bank is over here in the town.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Aha!
Oh, it's obvious. We know that these establishments right. Whoa.
Very nice.
Hey, I know all about those birds. can find them right there in good old Birmingham. See, I told you those birds are my specialty.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I need to go start on my preliminary report, so why don't you stay here and interview the night watchman? His name is Sherlock, and he patrols the streets right up there.
Hey, Sheriff, I got a better idea. Why don't I stay here and interview that night watchman, and you could go get started on your preliminary report.
But isn't that what... okay.
All right, then let's go ahead and get that Sherlock down here and see what he knows. Sheriff said he should be right up there. There he is. Be sure to stay. I need everyone to take a seat. He has a very low flight pattern. Can everyone sit down for me, please? Little boy in the girl in the blue hat. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you. All righty, Sherlock, come on. Woo! Look out. Very nice, Sherlock. Well, Sherlock is a European eagle owl, and he is a fine choice for a night watchman because owls are specially adapted for a nocturnal lifestyle. You see, he has a round facial disc. Well, that works a lot like our own ear flaps do by channeling the sound into his ears. And these little tufts of feathers on top of his head are often mistaken for ears, but actually his ears are just holes on the side of his head, and one's just a little bit higher than the other, so that he can better locate sound both above and below him. In fact, you know, some species of owl can find their prey in complete darkness just by the sound.
Inspector, I managed to get that report done, so why don't you go check it out? It's right over there.
No, I think I'll stay here with you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, it smells like fresh donuts at the cafe, Clueless.
That's Clueless.
Whoa.
Donuts, huh?
Yeah.
I just remembered. Somebody needs to question that waitress at the cafe, and Sherlock and I'll take care of that for you.
Okay, you do that. Well, I wanted to interview one of the other residents around here anyway. His name is Poe, and he's a Nanday conure. He told me he could help me solve this crime. But I need a brave volunteer from the audience who has a dollar bill. Who's got a dollar? Oh, everybody's broke. You have a dollar right there? Okay, are you sure? Oh, I see a 20 in there. That'll work just fine. Okay, come on down here. Okay, what's your name? Danny? Okay, Danny, can you fold that dollar bill in half for me? Okay, fold it in half again. Okay, one more time to make a little square. Whoop, the other way to make a square. Okay, all right, Danny, now can you head up these stairs right here till I tell you to stop? All righty, keep going. All right, stop. Turn around. Stay. Good boy. Okay, Danny, just put out your right arm straight out like this. Do you like birds? Yeah, well, I hope you do, because here comes one. Oh. All right, Poe, pick it up. Come on back here. All right, Danny, thanks a lot. Poe doesn't work for free. Bye-bye. How about a nice round of applause for Danny and Poe.
Hey, Sheriff.
What?
Up here.
Where?
Why up here?
Oh, that's just Lautrec. He's responsible for cleaning up around here.
Oh.
We can have everybody in this section to take a seat and stay seated. I have everybody right up here front take a seat. Okay, I think we're about ready.
All righty.
Oh, very nice, Lautrec.
Okay, Sheriff, I've heard about these birds. They're one of the few birds that smell.
No, you heard wrong, Inspector. These are one of the few birds with a sense of smell. That's how they find their food.
Oh, their food, that's another thing. Did you know they eat dead, decaying, rotting carcasses?
Yeah?
How gross.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Well, turkey needs to warm up.
Oh, donuts.
All right, let's see which bird can go up there, get those donuts, bring them back here, and put them in these baskets the quickest.
Okay, well, let's make this a little bit more exciting and have a couple of rooting sections.
All right.
Okay. Everybody over here in these two sections, you guys get to root for cute little Callie. She's your bird. So I want to hear really loud. Everybody say, go, Callie!
Oh, yeah, that was good. But we can be louder because you guys get to root for Barney, and he's going to win. So really loud, say, go, Barney! Go, Barney! Whoa.
think if we wreck, I've got it on picture, right?
Purple, light blue.
Wow, long as you don't lose your brakes, you'll be okay.
What are you doing, car? Look at that, guys.
Wow. How are we gonna get our swimsuits on?
I don't think you want to get in the water.
Like that.
Can you roll my window down, or no?
Don't you think about it, Daddy.
About what? Don't sit down, you get all dirty.
Let's go, Daddy.
Pull your pants up, Taylor.
Huh?
Roll your pant legs up like Chris Tanya's.
Crystal Baz just fell in the water. Where's Taylor? Oh, I see. Okay.
All the kids get back there. Immediately. Hey.
He runs so good.
Have fun.
Yeah. No one can get me.
Hey, Look. Hey there. Look. No, right there. See. Smile for me. Come on.
Taylor. I'm afraid the camera's just going to show us a dark thing.
get her.
Okay.
Candy.
He doesn't eat Washington.
Tasting pretty good now.
He learned.
Here.
Okay, bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the camera.
Here, just taste it. You hold it. You hold it. Say birdie. Look up there at the bird. Look up there at the bird. You're good.
Aww.
No.
Yo, if I give him that, no.
Congrats. It's good, though. It's sugar.
Trying to get him. He got him. Cool. Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, come on, guys.
There's a bird, Taylor. Let's go. There's a more bird.
They walk on the back of the hand because they don't want to tear their fingernails. They're very thin and fragile. You don't find a lot of manicurists out there in the rainforest. I have to throw in a little bit of the history of the zoo at this point. We've been at this location since 1929. There were zoos in San Francisco before that. There was one over in Golden Gate Park. It was made up of only one. It looks like it's broken, doesn't it? No, it's not. It's left that way on purpose so that the chimps can peel off a little sliver of wood and use it like a toothpick to get to their raisins and other treats in that box there, so they don't get bored. They're nice and quiet right now, the way they always should be. I know it may look like fun when you come out here and there's lots of people staring at the chimps and yelling and walk like a giraffe. The cow would fall over on its side. Giraffe move both legs of one side of the body forward at the same time. They don't tip over the way a cow would. It's because they're so tall. By the time they start to tilt, there she goes. The other side catches up. That's called pacing. When they run, they kick both hind legs out for attracting a mate. We don't really know. But they do like to live in groups. 300 at a time. There's safety in numbers. In the same area, we have some ostrich. As we pull up a little further, you'll see them, and they're in the back at about 2 o'clock. Ostrich are the largest birds in the world, stand about 8 feet tall, weigh about 345 pounds. Much too heavy, you'll notice it looks like he's lost some of his hair on his back and sides. This happens every year. It's a natural process. Just like the goats lose their hair, so do the bears. People don't know that because the only time you see them in movies, well, they film them only in the winter when they're nice and furry again. They're more photogenic that way. They use their magnificent claws to help feed themselves. Of course, they catch salmon in the paw. They'll kill small animals. They dig for roots. They eat a lot of berries. And they cut those legs apart with their claws to get to the insects in the bark. You see, bears are very omnivorous animals. They eat all sorts of things. The next bears eat flowers and eggs, too. They're spectacle bear. They're the only kind of bear you'll find in all of South America. They're the only ones that lived through the Ice Age. Back at the time of the Ice Age, they were almost as big as a Kodiak. But we do know that Ulu likes to swim. Polar bears swim quite well. One of the reasons is the fur they have. It even covers the underside of the foot. When the furry foot gets wet, the fur flattens out their paws more like a pattern. matter because they have furry feet. Polar bears have black skin. It helps to keep them warm. The hair follicles are hollow. Retains the heat in the hair follicle, keeps them warm. And look at those ears covered with fur. They're small, too, aren't they? So they won't get frostbite. Lena just mentioned her adaptations. The animals developed their life on ice. The bird we're looking at here was born here at the zoo 12 years ago. Her name is Pika. It means little girl, and she has a companion named Andy, who they sent to us to breed with Pika, but there's a problem with that. You see, Andy's a girl, too. We'll have to talk to the Atlanta Zoo. Evidently, it's difficult to find maternity bears, and they're young. And polar bears are restricted to a diet of seal and fish because they quite often live on ice floes, 200 miles away from the land. Guess who's next?
Playful. That one just keeps going.
She keeps opening this side of the house.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, and he went, oh yeah, he's the big guy. He's talking about the biggest one. He's the biggest one in the world, in the whole wide world.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Hey, y'all didn't see me look at y'all.
I gotta wait till he goes over there and does it.
What all y'all want to
Just a zoo food, man. Four birds who like them birds who run on the lake.
He's so funny. Why does he do that?
Míralo, qué grande, ¿ya viste? Think of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of him.
One swipe from his paws and knock the bull loose out.
Right here. Here?
Cody up there. South Street.
Wait, that he's scary.
Is that him?
No, it's a bird.
Oh. Wait a minute. Look at that bear. There we go again. That first felt stupid.
Cody too, yeah.
This Kodiak, this is a different one. He's not wet. Oh, you're gonna get in the dark.
Hey, hey, hey. How much picnic baskets did you steal today?
He looks so soft. His coat looks so soft.
How many picnic baskets? Check it out. That's disgusting. Say, focus up. Can we get together later? I need to do a one-to-one with you. Why? They got some bigger ones. Come on. So he look like he's sitting in his house meeting none.
Stand with that pose. Yes, you are. I think the other bear was stupid. I don't think he's that cooler. He's gone now. He's gone. Peekaboo.
I see you. Woohoo! Go there. Okay.
Look at the pine cones. See that white head over there at the yellow beak? That's the eagle. Holy cow. Boy, I'd hate him to charge me. Exercise.
Uh-oh. There is one.
Mom, take them. Mom.
What is he, Dave or Steve? Get real close on the face?
They got a face on his first day.
Oh.
What's this?
Largest
Where are they
living
from again?
No, the largest of living rodents.
So they.
That's a full-size eel. He's got a big one. There's another one too.
It's getting so dry all the time, you know? You see the hippopotamus? You see the hippopotamus? He's setting up. Okay. I'm gonna try to move it.
What? What? Drags his junk. Oh, I don't care.
Oh, look at that. That's like top of the hut.
Look at her posing.
Makes a fine picture if you push the black button.
Did you get one? I got three. I got one. Yeah. Come here. They can walk up and down the stairs. Well, that's the most action we've seen yet. No, I guess it's right on to the having a game. They don't give them much of a chance to get out of the cage, do they?
I do them, Robert.
get OD on pictures. Look at that. What a beauty. Smiling for you. Hey, pussycat.
I don't.
Tanya, you have a really good picture of the top of your head.
What's your cleaning color? What? Let's say for you.
I guarantee you don't need to get him any more wet, sir. I guarantee he's wet enough. No, he's not.
Look at him, baby. Look at his tail. Look at his tail. It's smooth. Come over here. The other one's over tiny. Oh, Kel, you gotta figure it. Don't laugh at me. You.
I'm see on that side of the fence. I don't think that's why it's here.
No, it's not. Look at the other side.
Come on. Goodbye.
What? Oh, look at us. Mommy and a daddy and a baby. I like birds.
Tanya and Crystal.
Here's it.
I know they ought to make it at least this high. Keep little kids up.
Yeah, little kids can get in. Go swim in the water. Go pet the channel.
Hey, there, where'd you? I bet this dog, she probably dropped it off. Let me see your monkey face, Crystal. Crystal. Monkey face. Do you think he fell from the top? No, I don't. Hey, monkey. Crystal, don't bust. I'm an agony if I'm the shooting. Oh, there's one right there, Mom. Mom, there's one.
I'm getting choked.
There's one. Right here. I know, but this one's funnier. No, but then you can see what they look like. Okay, I'll do both of them. This camera's focusing on the fence rather than the monkey. So you have to do it yourself? Yeah. Can I do it? I did it. Oh, David. Ew. Okay, just a minute. picture this one, and then we'll go. Where'd he go? I can't find
Right
it.
there.
Well, you should try looking for it in the camera. It's a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say bye to the monkeys. Bye, monkeys.
Cannot give him the lead, folks. Cannot give him the lead. It's against the rules.
In fact, even Lou would have problems being settled if it weren't for the white stripes on their nose. The nose stripes are like bright name tags that stand out and let the monkeys identify themselves.
Can I have some Christmas opening? I'm not.
Here, Crystal, right here.
Oh, duck under the camera.
Yeah, you're gonna look funny face that way.
Here, you got this one.
The monkey face. I can't get on top.
No, yo le dije, y van a ir solos, le dije, sí. Yeah, pues, no, vamos a ir los cuatro. Ay, imagínate para venir con él y la niña. Y venir bien late, exactamente, no. Si no tiene dinero, le podemos decir, ¿sabes que no seguimos porque tenemos que estar respondiendo?
Get back.
Ah, sí, siempre jala para allá para
Look right in there. It's your eye. Oh, see you. Oh, awesome. Your eyes are big on you.
Taylor!
I'll tell you are okay now.
Skater.
Steve. See, Tanya?
Crystal, tap Taylor on the shoulder. Let me take his picture.
Tanya, do you see black now? I mean, you're done. Ow, ow, ow!